Shalom Yasharallah. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rachak. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who taught us this truth. And salutations to all the Akim pushing this word in truth and in sincerity with charity. We're the brothers from the Great Millstone camp here in Chicago, and Lord willing, there's an edifying lesson. All right. Today's lesson is about, folly, man. All right. There should be less folly, and if you do any folly, you should hide it. It shouldn't be exposed to the whole world. All right. But there's Sirach, the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 20, verse 31. Better is he that hideth his folly than a man that hideth his wisdom. Because when you have this wisdom, this knowledge, this understanding, it's supposed to shine bright, man. All people are supposed to see it. But your folly, hey, that's something else, man. That's foolishness. You see? If you're over here committing folly, you should hide it and not expose it to everybody.
And precept real quick, this is Jeremiah 23 and 13. And it reads, "And I have seen folly in the prophets of Samaria. They prophesied in Baal and caused my people Israel to err." And, I'm not trying to come from like a high-minded place or anything like that, because I fuck up too. We all go off. That's a part of the flesh. But, when you have a position like, a position to preach this truth, you got to really be careful, because other people are watching you as an example. And that's what this precept is going into. And when you know what the scriptures say, the Lord is going to hold people that follow you accountable for their actions, but you're going to be held accountable even more so when you're supposed to be a leader. The Lord gave you the ability to lead. The Lord gave you the ability to understand the truth. So, that's a beacon of light for individuals. But if you're not doing the right thing, somebody is going to either try to, scoff the camp or scoff, just this Israelite thing in general by saying, oh, well, look at him. He say he an Israelite, but he's doing this or he's doing that. And that's where a lot of these guys like vocab and shit, that's the type of shit they looking for, man. That's their bread and butter, to try and land base people on TV and on the internet and shit, is to just catch you slipping one time. And of course, like I said, I'm not perfect. I've gone off. I still go off, unfortunately. I'm praying that I cannot do that no more. And I'm not deliberately doing things anymore, but it happens. But as far as that, you gotta, do that shit in the cut, be in the corner with it. Don't let it be something that other people can see. Cause look what just happened to the brothers, the Sakari brothers. They was down there in San Diego or somewhere with some palm trees, and vocab show up talking that shit, man. Cause of why? Because they posted they folly on the internet when they had their little chicks at the Passover or whatever. And, the brother said he repented for that, and all those other brothers said they repented for that, and that's between them and the Most High. But the point is that vocab sitting at his house, you know what I'm saying? And when he not jacking off, he in the corner trying to catch people lacking, man. And that's how he's made his bones, by catching people lacking, taking stuff out of context, and then blowing it up like the Edomite likes to do.
This is Proverbs 13 and 16. Every prudent man dealeth with knowledge, but a fool layeth open his folly. You know what I'm saying? So a prudent man is going to foresee it. Like, look, is this action that I'm about to commit, is it profitable? All right? Is it profitable for me? Is it profitable for the body? All right, because at the end of the day, in this ministry, we have to be blameless, you see? But a fool layeth open his folly. A fool's not going to regard the time. He's in his flesh at the moment, and he's not going to think about, the consequences. He's not going to think about who's watching him, Because here it is, from the top on down, from the elders and apostles on down to the newest brother, you know what I mean? There's other people watching us, young people waking up to the truth, even watching the young men. So even our young men need to be on point, you see? All right?
And with the nature of the internet and brothers doing videos and things like that, and even without brothers doing videos, with everybody having a camera on them, You know, you might be around somebody that you think is somebody that you can deal with. They might still be in the world. You might be trying to tell them the truth, but you don't know if this guy is an agent. You don't know if this guy is looking to catch you slipping. You don't know who none of these people are out here, really.
Yeah.
And you really can't really trust anybody except brothers that have proven themselves in this truth.
Yeah.
So when you out with people that's in the world, I'm not saying that you can't still show love to your cousins, or you can't still interact with individuals that you knew that may not be involved in this truth. Now, to a certain extent, you know, you're not going to be doing the same shit you was doing before you came into the truth or anything like that. But that don't mean you got to say fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? You can just, like I said, you put the brothers first, of course, but when you around other people like that, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to get comfortable. And, you know, one of the brothers has said this in the video. I believe it was the brother Yawana. He said that it was either him or the brother Murph, but they said that, you know, people in the truth, you get so comfortable because you're around brothers and like-minded individuals for extended periods of time without interacting with people that's still in the world, that you forget what the world is really about. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you being surrounded by honest individuals, people that's not trying to fuck you over, people that really got your best interest at heart. When you spend a lot of time around people like that, it's easy to carry that out into the real world, man. Yeah. Or into this, really, that the real world is what I'm talking about, but the fake world where niggas is fake, people trying to catch you lacking, people trying to fuck you over. It's easy to go out into the fake world thinking that you can conduct yourself like a real person with all these other individuals, and you can't do that, man, because everybody is out here trying to get they self together. That's one thing I love about the brotherhood, is that it's not an individual thing. Brothers is out here helping brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else isn't like that, man. When you go into this fake society, man, people will fuck their own mother over if it means getting on or getting over or getting some money. They don't care. Right. And you have to understand that when you out here moving around, because, so like I said, you don't even have to be sincerely doing folly and sincerity. You could do something that somebody catch you doing some shit completely out of context, like how they hear the elders explain the rape doctrine and then they want to call everybody a rapist after that. It's all type of shit like that around out here, man. So you could genuinely, sincerely be out here doing the right thing and still get caught by one of these clown ass motherfuckers. And then now we got some explaining to do. God.
Yeah, that's why when you come into the truth, in the beginning, you know, you're very excited. You want to tell everyone, but the best thing to do is get built up first and not really tell everybody, you know. Make sure that you're rooted deep into the ground and deep into this truth, you see. Unmovable.
So can I say something real quick? What do they say on the plane, man? Secure your mask first, and then help others with their mask. Go ahead, Doc.
No, that's right. You're right, man. And that's the thing. It's because in the beginning, you know, you're gonna have all this negative, you know, people, you know, bugging out, you know, giving you all these weird looks and vibes and answers because you're trying to break bread with them. You're trying to give them the truth, but here it is, you're casting your pearls before swine, you know, and when you're young, you know, you tend to do that, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you really got to get rooted first into this truth, you know what I'm saying? And try everyone out, you know what I'm saying? Get built up and pray for discernment, you know what I'm saying? Because the rest of the world, hey, they lie in folly, man. They lie in wickedness, you see, and they're going to perish, all right?
And they don't only lie in wickedness, they promote it. Yeah. They promote themselves as being wicked. You know what I'm saying? And it's, like I said, it's easy. It's easy to be dealing with brothers and then you step outside and you forget about that, man. It's real easy, man, because like I said, when you around, it's just it's a feeling that I can't explain, man. Even with people that I've known since I'm 10 years old, 9 years old, 5 years old, you know what I'm saying? People that's in my family, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been in the truth that long, and these brothers treat me better than any of them motherfuckers, man. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about people that'll really give you the shirt off their back, man, and walk around here without a shirt just to make sure you good. And it's easy to forget, man. And it's and really that's what's going on out here, man. A lot of people are forgetting, and when they get on TV and they make these news stories and shit, that's how they do it. Cause you know, brothers not really doing shit wrong in real life. They gotta catch you when you slipping, man.
God. This is for what you just said. This is our Lord and Savior Yahushua speaking. This is John 13, verse 34 and verse 35. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have loved one to another. You know what I'm saying?
And I got a precept too to back that up, because when the brother's talking about love, we gotta really get to the bottom of what that means, man. Because a lot of people they don't even know what that means in real life. You know, yeah, they got some new speech definitions, and you know, a lot of these chicks will tell you what they think love is, but nobody really knows what that means. But we're gonna see if we can get a facet of that. This is Joshua 7:15, and it shall be that he is taken with the accursed thing shall be burnt with fire, he and all that he hath, because the Lord hath transgressed the covenant, or Salakia, because he hath transgressed the covenant of the Lord, and because he hath wrought folly in Israel. So people say that they love people, but then when you do something wrong and then that entices other people to do something wrong, that's not showing love. And what ended up happening in this situation? Somebody went off, he had to go. The thing he was using to go off had to go, and anybody else that followed him into that ditch, they gotta go too, man. So it's not just you. When you doing shit wrong, it's not just you that ends up getting affected. That's why I said when you know, you get double the punishment, because you sending other people off, man. You're supposed to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? What kind of leader leads people into destruction like that? And if somebody deliberately does do that, that's the lowest of the low, and that person should be put to death.
Yeah.
And I don't want, like I said, I don't want brothers to think that I'm trying to be holier than thou, because I'm not. We in the flesh. I understand that it's easy to slip, but what I'm saying is that you gotta really think about all of these things like as if you will get put to death for that shit, man. That's the only way to really take it serious, and ultimately that's the case, because when you're not doing shit right and you constantly doing that, when it's time to get beamed up and get up out of here, you're not going to be counted among that number. So you will get put to death for your infractions. Right. And you know, if you a Jake, you probably get some peppered in with some punishment along the way too, because the Lord is gonna come and get niggas right then and there if they Jake. But ultimately, yes, you like, just because the Lord is long suffering and not coming for you right now, as far as what the real punishment is, because I'm not talking about losing your money or getting you know what I'm saying, getting your shit taken by Esau. That ain't shit, man. If you still waking up and breathing, then you ain't really went through real punishment, man. Because the real punishment for a lot of this shit is death, man. If we really being 100.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, in some cases, death would be like an easy way out, so to speak, because you return right back to the spirit world, and there's no torment or from Esau. You know, it's in Job, in the book of Job, it explains it. You know what's
Lakia? It was a video of this little Edomite kid. He died on the operating table, and he went to jail, or he died and went to quote unquote heaven, really the spirit world. And he said it himself, man. Look, ain't no Edomite nothing up there, man. Them Edomites are sitting in the back with their mouth shut. All right, so yeah, he's right. It is easy to just, you know what I'm saying, die and then go to the spirit world, because it's completely opposite of what's going on down here, man.
Yeah, everything is in order in the spirit realm, in the spiritual realm, basically in the third heaven. But let me grab this. This is 1 John chapter 5 verse 2. But by this we know that we love the children of the Most High, when we love the Most High and keep His commandments. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous. So that's what love is, man. All right, and love is also sometimes being froward or gentle when being corrected, because we're looking out for our people. We're here to warn them, and actually this folly shit, is the topic, man. If you're gonna do folly, you gotta hide that shit. No one should be knowing that you even do folly, man. But this is Online Etymology Dictionary. The word folly, early 13th century, mental weakness, foolish behavior, or character, unwise conduct. All right. So, hey, man. Look, this is Proverbs 24:9. The thought of foolishness is sin, and the scorner is an abomination to men. So even the thought of foolishness is sin, man. How much more acting it out, man, and exposing it to the world? That shit is off. All right? So You got to examine yourself. You got to take heed and be more mindful of what you're involved in this ministry. All right, because you're doing shit that's folly, man.
I got I just got a quick precept too for what the brother was saying about when brothers say something to you about you going off. And this happened to me. Brothers have pointed things out to me before, and it's about how you take it and about understanding why they're doing it. And before I read the precept, I just want to say, man, that a lot of y'all, I mean, we walking around in the spirit of a woman as a whole society here. And what women do when you chastise them for going off or being wrong is they cry and they think you hating on them. They start complaining and shit. We got to move away from that, man. Because it don't even make sense that you think somebody gives a fuck about you or cares about you, and then they see you destroying your life and they just watch you do that shit and laugh. What kind of friend is that, man? What kind of person is that? See, what y'all want is fair weather friends. Y'all don't really want, and I don't even want to say friends, because these are not friends. These are brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want y'all want to be around fair weather people. That's what you think is what's popping. And really, it's because you're a fair weather person. It's because you only deal with motherfuckers when they shining. It's because you only want to hang out with people when they got some shit. Okay? And we got to get that up out of there, man, because that fair weather shit, that yes man shit, that's why we on the bottom right now, man.
Right.
That's why we on the bottom right now. Let me go ahead and get this Hebrews. This Hebrews 12, and I'm going to go 6 through 8. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons. Do you want me to keep going? Or
No, you got it. That was good.
All right, Con. Yeah, so like I said, man, when brothers actually call you to the carpet, and yeah, it's going to hurt, man. You're going to feel cut. And that's really what this whole thing is really about, man. Because if you are investigating into this truth and trying to see what you're trying to do, and you ain't felt cut once yet, then this ain't for you, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Because ain't none of us been living right, man. And I'll speak for myself first and foremost, man. Based off of what the scriptures say, I could have been put to death a long time ago, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
real spill, man.
When I read the scriptures, I mean, especially when I first read the scriptures, the first time I read the roll, I was crying, man. I was crying through the scriptures because I was cut. I was like, damn, I did this, I did that. That shit was off.
And then you see all the examples of real integrity, man. And in my, I'm not going to speak for this brother here, but for me, seeing those real examples of integrity also cut me to the core, man. Because I have been a fair weather person before, man. I'm not a perfect individual. I have been somebody that would just be complaining or have a woe is me spirit. All right? That used to be me, man. So when I see these men like Moses, or these men like Yahushua, or these men like Job just taking it, man, and doing what they got to do. I just said it yesterday to the brothers, man. Moses knew he wasn't going to get shit and still put on for all of them people, man.
God.
What kind of man would do that? You ain't going to find nobody doing that in 2021, bro. You're not, man. With a smile, too. He wasn't sulking. He wasn't acting like a bitch. He was doing his job the right way, man.
Ooh. Yeah. No, here, I got you since you said that. 1 second. There's a Sirach. Yeah, I'll start at Sirach chapter 2. Yeah, I'll start at 1, actually. Chapter 2, Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, which means to harden, right? And make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So, all these examples in the scriptures of these great men, our forefathers, man. Hey, man, they took all these things cheerfully, because they had hope in the promise that the Lord made with us. You know what I'm saying? The continuing city, the immortality, the kingdom of Israel being restored, So, yeah, this light affliction, hey, to get to the kingdom, we could endure that, man. We could do this. You know what I'm saying?
And just for anybody that, because a lot of people might have rebuttals or scoffs or whatever you call it about what I just said as far as Moses is concerned. Some people might say, oh, well, he saw the miracles, or oh, the Lord gave him power. Guess what, man? All them other niggas saw that shit too, and they didn't give a fuck about it, bro.
Right.
So let's just cut that out. Y'all can just drop all of that shit, man. Those other people saw everything Moses saw, benefited just like Moses benefited, walked out of Egypt with a pocket full of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we spoiled the Egyptians.
We spoiled them and got the fuck up out of there, man.
Yeah.
And them motherfuckers still wasn't sure, didn't know.
Yeah.
So cut it out, man. It's a different level of man. See, it ain't really too many men walking around this bitch, man. If we gonna really be real, because ain't none of these Edomites, man, they come in the bitch spirit. And what do it say? As the ruler is, so are the people, or as the judge is, so are the people. Yeah, that's right. Why all y'all niggas act like bitches now, man.
Yeah, because the judge, the head right now that's ruling is a bitch. Esau Edom, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, dog. I'm good.
This Ecclesiastes chapter 2 verse 13. Then I saw that wisdom excelleth folly, as far as light excelleth darkness. So let your light shine, all right? Because that's what's profitable for you and those that hear you, you see? And keep your folly, away, man. Nobody needs to hear that shit or see it either. But with that, do you have anything?
No.
I'm sorry, but with that, we hope this lesson was edifying. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Chakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who taught us His truth. And salutations to all the Akim pushing this word in truth and in sincerity with charity. Shalom, wa, abad ball.